What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and Borderlands 3 has struck back against a YouTuber. I'm guessing because they came out publicly to let everyone know what 2K Games and the Borderlands 3 team have done. I'll give you a brief 30,000 foot view of everything because I'm hoping that not only the people that have been following the story here on my channel, but new people might find this video. And the only way they do that these days on YouTube is by you liking it, leaving comments, and helping by sharing it out on social media. I think this is a story that needs to get out there. It is a confusing one, but here are the facts as I see them. A Borderlands YouTuber, Submato, had been covering the game for many years, playing the game for 5 years. He had a YouTube channel of 130,000 or something subscribers, but he had also built a reputation for having a successful pipeline into Borderlands gameplay leaks and information ahead of time. Much of what he put out there turned out to be exactly correct, and 2K, the parent company for Borderlands, Gearbox, does not like that. In fact, 2K Games then sent 2 people in suits to his house to what I describe as intimidate him. Perhaps they were looking for more information. Perhaps they were looking for, hey, how are you getting these leaks? How are, will you turn over your source inside of the company? What do you know? What's your pipeline look like? These are reasonable questions to ask if you're the Borderlands 3 team. You're any video game company that has a leaky ship. Ultimately, just like I'm always preaching personal responsibility, the leaks are not the fault of the person publicizing them. They are the fault of the company. I believe what Submato did is reporting and should be protected. This morning, it came to my attention that in my opinion, in retaliation for all the noise we're raising, they issued 63 new strikes on his channel, which gives his channel 7 days before being terminated. I have verified this, and I will show you the evidence here in a minute. I'm hoping that this information, this video, ends up on every Borderlands 3 post and Gearbox post and 2K post until such a point where they have a more reasonable response. I've spoken to many of you via email, and after a statement by 2K Games, by the way, 2K Games, you're welcome to contact me, thequartering@gmail.com. If there's something out there that is unequivocal, that we don't know in the public space, feel free to tell me, and I'll happily update this. But as we know right now, Submato had some sort of pipeline to Borderlands leaks and had been covering them for many years. Just like probably thousands of YouTubers and literally any video game website out there. What he did, as far as we know publicly, was no different. Now, if he was paying off somebody internal like Gearbox or 2K, we don't know this. So the public has responded with their boycott Borderlands 3 hashtag on Twitter and by publicly posting my videos and other people's videos on all of their Twitter feeds and Facebook feeds. And Borderlands has responded by blocking people rather than responding to it. I suppose they don't have any other option, but I'm hoping that after this video, ultimately, here's what I'm hoping will happen. We'll share this video, we'll share this message far and wide. 2K Games will decide it's not worth taking this guy's channel down, and they'll remove the strikes. That's what I'm hoping. I think that's probably the best case scenario here. There's no reason to continue to go after this guy if you're 2K Games. You've already made it so you've got Discord to close his Discord server. You've forced him into willingly deleting his Twitter because he's, I don't know, afraid, I imagine. You send people to his house, and now you've taken his YouTube channel. All of this, by the way, is your own fault. Companies out there, they'll often pay people. Look what Tesla did. They put bounties out there to pay people to try and figure out if they could get into the Model S navigation system. This is what companies do from a PR standpoint. This is how you incentivize people to test your own security. What Submato did is, whether you like it or not, journalism, as far as we know. 2K Games made a statement apparently to IGN yesterday, probably under the assumption that IGN would cover for them, and that's exactly what they did. Borderlands 3 Take-Two investigation into the streamer leaks. Now, they cover it very milquetoast, you know, but they went out of their way to say, to push this comment by 2K, saying, Take-Two and 2K take the security and confidentiality of trade secrets very seriously. The action we've taken in this result of a 10-month investigation and history of this creator profiting from breaking our policies, leaking confidential information about our product, and infringing on our copyright. All these things are absolute baloney. Well, YouTube, Team YouTube, what I believe is happening here, what 2K Games is doing, is misusing the YouTube copyright system to silence a creator. I believe, based on the information I have, they do not have any legal case, because why do this? Why, if you had a real case for this, why not serve the guy? Why are you using the YouTube copyright system? And look what happened this morning. Here's Submato's channel. Look at all the videos that are no longer publicly available. We're covering Tana, so she's back. What about this is infringing? Amara's strongest skills. New one up is raking legendary gear in Borderlands 2. Look, and you can see this video is no longer available due to a copyright claim by 2K Games. This video's these are all videos that I pulled up. It seems like it's not changing, but these are all separate videos mined from this feed, okay, of videos that are no longer available, and they go on and on and on and on. And from what I can tell, many of these videos have nothing to do with leaks. And would not qualify. I mean, this absolutely, it qualifies as abusing the copyright system on YouTube if you're the video game maker 2K Games and the Borderlands 3 team. I mean, are you kidding me? All of his streams, everything he's ever mentioned, Subboxer Act, you know, I mean, what's going on? What's going on? I don't see any evidence of him, you know, selling, video game cheats and things like that, which is what Discord implied he was doing. And by the way, 2K Games also has a history of sending people to people's house to get them to stop. This happened during the Grand Theft Auto modding era when they sent people to modders' houses. Now, here's the thing. If you're making mods and you're charging money for them, I suppose that's a gray area. If you're making mods and giving them away for free, I don't see why any video game company would have a problem with this. And on top of it, if you look at this situation, even if Submato was up to some shenanigans, okay, why on earth would you be doing this if you're 2K Games? Do you think that this is going to stop leakers? It won't. Do you think this will stop YouTubers from covering leaks? No, it won't. And I'll tell you what, 2K Games, if anybody leaks information to me anonymously, I'm going to cover it. And I don't think you'll have quite an easy time silencing me. This is ridiculous. This YouTuber did not sign an NDA. We have no evidence of him doing anything wrong. And video game leaks, video game news, these are, in Borderlands news, it's the biggest game left to release in 2019. Of course there's going to be interest around it. Now, 2K Games has gone with well, he's not telling the whole truth things. In our discussions with 2K, we've learned that Twitch streams Submato used as a source were set to private, not public, as Submato claims. We're also told that an exploit in Twitch's security that allowed Submato's community to data mine their way into getting access to thumbnail previews on the private test streams. Again, this is Twitch's problem, right? Not Submato. This puts his claims in his Borderlands 3 video into question. So the fact that there was some workaround that he used in Twitch. It means everything he said is discredited because that's what IGN is doing. 2K goes on to say, the information he's sharing about the situation is incomplete and in some cases untrue. Why don't you tell us what's untrue, 2K Games? The reason they say this is because what it does is it casts a specter of doubt over everything he says. If Submato was really selling information or had some, you know, crazy network of systems going on, why wouldn't you tell us? Because you're losing thousands of sales for Borderlands 3 because of this. I'm one of the people that was absolutely going to buy the game once it was on Steam. I mean, I was just playing Borderlands 2 the other day. Here, look, there's the thumbnail off my desktop. It is a game that really made me fall in love with co-op. It's the game that really made me open my eyes to co-op. I always thought it wasn't any game mode that I was ever interested in. And now Randy Pitchford, of course, yes, he's not a very smart person. 2K Games is a giant, super huge mega corporation. You mean to tell me that despite all of their gaffes, they couldn't call Submato? They couldn't say, look, delete these videos and we won't take you to court. Why don't you just say that? Why are you striking them down? And in my opinion, Submato should fight these copyright claims. I don't think he will because he's got a real job. But I'll tell you what, if I find out more information and these videos didn't contain any material that would qualify for that, I would absolutely back a fund for him to defend himself. This is about silencing reporters who can't defend themselves. If Kotaku or Polygon or IGN were reporting on leaks just because they're on the side of the developers and they won't often do it, these companies wouldn't do anything about it. Not only, they go on to say, not only were many of his actions illegal, but they were negatively impacting the experience of other content creators and our fans in anticipation for the game. Again, prove it. What did he do that was against the law? If he did do anything against the law, why hasn't he been charged? Why hasn't, these are bullying statements. Right? If he had broken the law, why don't you send people to his house to enforce that? Why haven't you served him with papers? Do you think that that looks slightly worse than what you're doing now and that's why you're not doing it? You're destroying this guy's YouTube channel. You're making yourself look like insufferable jerks to the entire Borderlands community. Now, there will be people on this video who dislike this video and say, look, he deserved it. Well, you're wrong. And I'm sure the likes will far outweigh the dislikes on this video. There is a section of people that say, look, I don't care about any of this. I just love the video game and I want to play Borderlands 3 regardless of the whatever. You know what? That's okay. I don't want you to feel bad. My position is now and has always been that life is stressful and video games help people in ways that not everyone can even possibly understand. We can't understand all the ways that they are beneficial to people. So if you want to play Borderlands 3, go ahead. There are plenty of ways to play it. And not support 2K Games, but that's neither here nor there. You should enjoy video games. You should enjoy Borderlands 3 if that's what you want to do. If you love the franchise, you don't care about all the other stuff, that's okay. If you're on the fence, I think this is absolutely reason just stay there. It's a time to remind 2K Games that, look, if you have some sort of horrible evidence against this guy and he was doing all the things that you're alluding to by using your puppet, IGN, then tell us what it is. And I assume people will back off. But until, as we know right now, we don't know everything. All we know is that you seem to be retaliating. The Borderlands 3 team seems to be retaliating against this YouTuber for speaking out publicly. It's like 2K Games like, oh, we're getting bad press for striking down this Borderlands YouTuber's videos. Let's do 60 more. I'm sure that will go well. Now his channel will be deleted in 7 days. Unless we apply pressure to remove the strikes. Just remove the strikes. Let the kid make his videos. Jeez. I mean, I think he's got the point. If the idea for 2K Games was to make a point or make this kid understand, I think he understands. All right, back off. Jeez. Enough with the bad press, Borderlands 3. Can you stop? I hope you spread this video. I hope that you were entertained by this video, and we'll talk to you again real soon.